Is it possible to make money on YouTube by only posting shorts? Now, I've been doing YouTube for a while and the money's been great, but it started to go down. So I started this series where I post nothing on YouTube except for shorts, and I can see how much money I make and to try to make as much money as possible, as fast as possible in the next 30 days. So if you haven't seen my part 1 video of this, click off this video and check that out first, because this is going to be the part 2 continuation on me checking the results and changing up my editing style and analyzing the videos that did poorly so I can show you exactly how much money I've made in this 30-day challenge by only posting shorts on YouTube. Before we get into it, how do you even make money on YouTube? Well, there's a few ways, and the first one and the biggest one is ad revenue. This is when people watch your videos and they see an ad, whether they click on it or they just watch it. This is making you money, which I earn money every single day whether I post or not, because people are still watching those ads on the past videos that I've made. And if you're not monetized, you guys won't earn money, and to be monetized you need 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. But there's a new method to make money on YouTube, which is through shorts, which we all know is basically YouTube's version of TikTok, except there's none of those TikTokers on here. Now, YouTube actually does allow you to make money through shorts, but they do have requirements for them, just like monetization. Now, you need 1,000 subscribers and 10 million shorts views in the last 90 days, which is a lot, because even to get 100,000 views on your shorts, it is pretty hard. Because we know that I'm already monetized, those requirements don't apply to me, as I've already passed them. So now we're gonna start making money on YouTube as fast as possible, starting now. Now, because we already made shorts off the part 1 of this video, I did not make any new shorts until I started analyzing the videos and saw what went wrong. Now, I saw another YouTuber post these finance related shorts, and every single one of them was averaging 10 million views or above. And I was like, these videos are so entertaining and I'm engaged from start to finish. And then I went back to my content and I watched my content and related it back to hers. Now, I saw that my content was extremely boring and it didn't even have a storyline to it. I was just sitting just like I am now in front of the camera, basically telling people why they need to budget or why they need to make money or how they can make money, and the content was just boring in general. I had no background music, the editing was there, but it just wasn't about an interesting topic. And I knew that if I wanted to get millions of views on my shorts, or just my shorts higher than 1,000 or 2,000 views, I needed to incorporate a storyline or just make the video interesting and entertaining in general so people don't swipe off right away. Now, watch this video right here and let me know what you think. This was the first video that I actually made. Did you guys know if you sign up for Ripple and deposit just $1 using the link in my Twitter bio, they will give you 15 free stocks just for signing up so you guys can start investing? And it got 2,000 views, and this is when I changed up the editing style, but the video was still boring. And this was the first video that we made in the 7-day challenge. And then after that, since that was the first video, we then analyzed those videos for the 30-day challenge, and we started making new content based on an interesting storyline, incorporating the story, adding better edits, adding background music, and overall just making the entire video better and making it more engaging, so that I knew if I would watch it and I was bored, other people are obviously going to be bored because it's going to be somebody they don't even know. So for the next 30 days, I planned out engaging video ideas. I copied tons of them. I had literally 20 ideas of videos that already went viral. I copied tons of them because I knew if this was already working, it was going to work again. And because these were getting 30 million, 40 million, 55 million views on a single short, that if I copied them and I applied the same storyline or the same edits or the same just content in general, that I could literally get at least 100,000 views, 1 million views, or even 10 million views on this content because it was already working, so it was bound to work again. And with that, some of the ideas were how much Logan Paul made with Prime, how much his podcast makes, how much Shaq's shoe brand makes, and general finance videos tied around a storyline, so that it's not just about money, but it incorporates a storyline about what people are already interested. If it's Logan Paul, if it's the NBA, if it's a player from the NBA, the NFL, just things around finance related things that already has a big fan base towards it. And because these are shorts, I knew that they have to be less than 60 seconds long. Now, I know on TikTok the average video length is 9 seconds, but I couldn't incorporate too much info into 9 seconds, so I knew that my shorts had to be less than 30 seconds long to keep the viewer engaged for those 30 seconds. And I know it's not too long of a time, but if I have good edits and a good storyline, people are obviously going to watch 30 seconds of the short. Now, I aimed for 1 video a day so I wouldn't burn myself out, and then I started the scripts for every single short so that I knew what I wanted to say. Now, when the scripts were done, I took took 10 minutes to record all of them in one sitting, and it doesn't take a lot of time because the shorts are literally 30 seconds to say, and you just have eight or so for the month, so it's gonna take less than 10 minutes just to record the shorts, just because you know off the top of your head what you're gonna say in those scripts, and it's just pretty easy sitting down in front of a camera just like I'm doing now. And then I began the editing process. Just like I said in the part 1 of this video, the editing process that I like to stick with is something changing every second. So of course I have the subtitles, and what I did is I changed up the subtitles from a clear white to a yellow with a black background just so it pops more, and the subtitles are one word changing every single second of what I'm saying, and I like to add overlays, whether it's pictures or something changing every single second so the viewer gets engaged. And what I noticed from this person on YouTube is that she has 3 different music tracks in there. So she has a music clip in the first like 5 seconds, another one in the next 5 seconds, and the last one in the last 10 seconds of this short. And this actually helps and keeps the viewer engaged by having different music clips in the short. Now with the editing process, I finally finished my first video, and I was so happy and proud of what I made. And here's the first video completely finished. Mr. Beast made from Mr. Beast Burger. Apparently he broke the record for the most burgers sold in a day. But is it really worth the hype? I have to try it for myself. Now, each burger costs them $2 to make, but they're selling them for $9. Mr. Beast Burger has made over $150 million in revenue. But since it's a virtual restaurant, we have to take 30% to pay the locations. Then we need to subtract the ingredients and packaging costs, which is another 30%. Then we'll subtract 10% for shipping, storing, and other expenses, so Mr. Beast made $45 million. This one got 9.4 thousand views, and it may not seem like a lot, but most of my videos were just plateauing at 1,000 or 2,000 views. So hitting almost 10K views on the first short after changing up the editing style is I knew this was going to work, and I knew this was working in the first place. Now, if we head into the analytics right here, we got 9.4 thousand views like we've said, but it did not plateau. So it went up instantly to 5,288, and then it kept going up, which is something I've never seen with my shorts. It went up to almost 8,700, and then it kept just going up to the 9.4 thousand that it is at. So we gained 23 subscribers from this and an estimated revenue of 81 cents. But trust me, this is not the best video that I made. I knew that this editing style was great, so that I kept applying it and I kept doing it. And what is very good about shorts is people like seeing that more people are viewing rather than swiping away. Before, my content was 50-50 on people would view it or swipe away from it, and now 66.8 viewing right away and only 33% swiping. And I knew this editing style, and I knew the content was much better by applying the storyline and changing up the editing style so something changes every second. After changing up the editing style, we made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We made 10 shorts just to test it out and see how well these were doing. So the one after that made 4.1 thousand views, 2.4 thousand, and then this was the first outlier, was the 31.3 thousand views on how to get free AirPods. So I could show that video right here, or you guys could just go over to my channel and watch it. But this was the first outlier, and what you need to look at on why these videos are doing good is because the average percent viewed. Now the average percent viewed, just like it says, is how much of the video people are watching, and because it's over 100% means that people are watching this more than once just by 3.7%. So it's not too much, but if you go to the video analytics and you go to the audience retention, right here at the start, people are watching that almost 2 times, 188%, but then it fluctuates out and it ends at 87% because it was only a 20-second clip, so it's not too long. People are obviously going to be engaged into it. It honestly went up to 9.4 thousand, and then it also went up to like 30,000, and then it plateaued there. So it's actually great to see shorts almost going on like a linear chart and not just going straight up vertically. I gained 55 subscribers and made $2.04 on that, and it's still going up. Like last 48 hours, I'm still getting 209 views. Not too much for the 60 minutes, but seeing these shorts still go up, you know, weeks later is just great. And that was the outlier, but then moving up, we continued the editing style, got almost 6,000 views, 11,000 views, 6.4, and this one was the next outlier, and this hit 100,000 views, which was just a great milestone. How much Logan Paul made from Prime. Now going into the video analytics, this one was so linear. So it started out 10,000 views on June 10th, and then overnight I woke up and I was like, I checked my analytics, I was like, dang, like these are popping, and it was on fire. Like we're at 36, and it just went up from the plateau of 10,000 Woke up, it was at 40,000, and then it kept going up to 100,000, and it is still popping off. So this one was the outlier video. Not even 1% of the people who watch that subscribed. We're not too mad about that. 167 subscribers there, and then $6.44 for 100,000 views. So if you get 1 million views, just times that times 10, if I'm doing that math right. And then audience retention, what we have to look at, they're watching it almost 2 times. Also the real time, 48 hours, it's still popping off. 60 minutes, 133 views, which might be the lowest. This might be plateauing a little bit. 100,000 views after changing up the editing style. We know what is working. And now, what you all waited for is how much money I have made. If we go to shorts, the last 28 days, we made $12.80 right there. On the phone, we had 173.5 thousand views, and the RPM was only 7 cents, which isn't too bad. But for the first video, we literally made $2.32 with shorts in the last 28 days. So now to make over $10 more than that is such a great feeling. And knowing that I'm not doing this for the money, I'm doing this to sort of get a new audience and try to expand my reach with shorts and try to get more subscribers, because I've seen some people on YouTube gain 50,000 subscribers from one short where they're getting tons. They're literally pushing themselves out to an entirely new audience and getting so many more subscribers so that their long form videos get more views and more money and more revenue in the end. And ultimately that is the same goal for me. So it is possible to make money on YouTube through shorts, whether it's not too much money, but it does require a strategy and analyzing your videos so that your next videos can always be better. And you should always strive for being better in your future videos. And even if it's just 1%, always make sure your next piece of content is better than the last, so you have people hitting that subscribe button and you have people watching your content. Because look at the top YouTubers, they have editors and their editing is top tier, and people watch their videos all the way throughout because their content is engaging. Now if they had no editing and they had these bad jump cuts or just bad transitions or anything in the editing style in general, people are going to click off and not subscribe to that channel, and there's a reason they have hundreds of millions of subscribers. Now, YouTube can be a challenging space, but you have to stay dedicated and be consistent, and I've never seen someone be consistent with something for at least 6 months to a year and not make money from something.